Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Hocus Pocus Prince. I adjusted some mic settings so hopefully you guys can hear me a-okay. Last episode, if I can remember, that Vincent kind of doesn't like us very much. He doesn't know that we were actually the one in the zombie outfit, like an idiot he is. But let's continue on. I don't know if I've already read the sentence or not because it's actually a couple days since my last recording. I should have known it was too good to be true. I should have known better than to get my hopes up. I think I already read that part actually. Real life, my life, is never that lucky. Vincent's look of concern makes me feel even worse. I don't want him looking at me like that. I don't want him looking at me at all. I just want to escape as fast as I can, preferably into a bottomless pit, or under the heaviest possible rock. I'm sorry if my words sound slurred. I actually have rubber bands in my mouth for my braces, like they're legit on each of my canines, so it's kind of hard for me to talk a little bit. Vincent calls out as I hurry down the hall. Hey, wait a sec. I didn't catch your name. Ah, right. Zombies can't talk. Well, zombie bro, guess I'll catch you later. No, man, you're not gonna catch me. Okay? You're not. It's not happening. I manage a small wave goodbye, but my heart isn't into it. My head is too full of two revelations I still can't believe. Vincent Asher, super popular third year, actually knows who I am. Vincent Asher, fellow horror fan, and the so-called nicest guy in school, actually hates my guts. That's great. The shiny gymnasium floor. You guys just get that done? As soon as I reached the club fair, I had my costume at the bottom of my biggest box. The last thing I want is for Vincent to find out his zombie bro was me in disguise. Vincent himself is right across the gym, joking with his friends. Every time I glance over, students from other clubs are chatting with him or asking for help with their displays. In just a few minutes, Vincent is carrying boxes for the cheerleading squad, setting up tournament tables for the chess team, even assembling part of the giant robot for the F Yeah Science Club. Vincent seems to get along with everybody else, so why can't he get along with me? Did this picture usually blink or animate? That's cute. We've never even spoken to each other. Was there something bad about the way I dressed or cut my hair? How much I stuttered when I ordered food in the lunch line? How I sometimes ate in the bathroom when I couldn't find Layla in the cafeteria? Or maybe even those middle school rumors about me being a witch. The more I obsess over it, the more insecure and self-conscious I feel. Am I so bad that even the so-called nicest guy in school can't stand me? The truth is, there are a lot of things that even the nicest person ever could dislike about me. And what if Vincent isn't the only one who feels that way? What if the reason no one else would join a cult club is because they don't want to be around me? Even though I started a cult club in the first place, would I actually be better off without me? Man, I'm so clumsy even in a video game. A loud crash jerks me back to reality. I've been so busy wallowing in self-pity that I've dropped a box of props. Falling into my knees, I start picking up scattered skulls. Snap out of it, Michiko. Even if recruiting Vincent is a lost cause, I can still find other people. I just have to pull myself together and work even harder. Resolving to do better, I turn on my attention to the cult club booth. After 15 minutes of focused work, I'm putting the finishing touches on my display. I place a sign-up sheet smack dab in front, surrounded by the eyeball cake pops and brain cupcakes. Hopefully the sweets will draw in potential members. Loud voices signal an oncoming crowd of students. Trying not to fidget and feeling miserably, I stand in front of my booth to wait. And wait. And wait some more. Nobody's coming to my booth, not even for the food. I mean, the food kind of looks creepy, that's probably why they're not coming to the food. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. All the other clubs are yelling for new students to come over, or shoving flyers at everyone they see. To compete for attention, I need to be more aggressive. Gulping, I creep forward with a stack of my homemade brochures. If you have time, please come see come see the occult club. It's really fun, and I think you'll like it a lot. At least, I hope you do. I can't even hear myself over all the yelling people, and my nervous attitude isn't doing me any favors. Taking a deep breath, I try again. Please come to the cult club. I feel like I'm saying cult, but it's a cult club? I don't know. It sounds weird. We, have free food. Come to the club. We really, really need new members. A cult club over here. Can we change the club name? It doesn't sound good. Even at full volume, my voice is still lost in the sea of shouting people. I need another approach. If I go up to students directly, I might be able to lead them over here. But just the thought of approaching strangers makes my stomach twist. Be brave for once, Michiko. The worst they can say is no, right? Even so, my palms are already damp with sweat. Trying to build up courage, I focus on two nearby students. I'll ask them first. It's no big deal. I'll just walk up, hand them some flowers, and say I must have focused too hard though, because one student starts whispering to her friend. Why is that weird girl staring at us? I don't know, but it's creeping me out. What little confidence I have goes out like a flame under a fire hose. Maybe I should do my shadow summoning ceremony instead. I should definitely attract attention, though I wanted to save it for the end. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Hands shaking, I start sketching a pentagram. Spirits of shadows, hear my spell. I summon you in my direst hour. My fingers tighten around the chalk as I struggle to steady my voice. Come forth, demons of darkness. Come forth and answer my call. That's better. Concentrating on the words to my spell, which I've practiced more times than I can remember, I start placing candles. Become my eyes so I can see into the darkest, or blackest nights, not darkest. Become my ears so I can hear the whispers of ghosts. As I set down the second candle, I feel a small surge of relief. So far, so good. I didn't screw up anything yet. I sneak a glance at the two students. They're definitely looking at me now, even if their mouths are wide open in horror. Is she really summoning, or trying to summon a demon? This is too weird. Let's go back to the LOL Cats Club. I need cute kitty pictures stat. I scramble up, but at least more heads are turning in my direction. Feeling anxious but encouraged by the extra attention, I continue the ritual. Become my voice so I might command armies of undead to smite my foes. My voice rings out more loudly than I expect. At first, I wonder if I really have become more confident. It takes me a second to realize that the gym has just gotten much quieter. As a tall, imposing figure steps through the doors, the crowd falls back like the Red Sea parting before Moses. Skin as pale as an alabaster statue, hair as dark as a raven's wing. Though I'm not usually given to such poetic turns of phrases, they fit this guy to a T. He's cute. With his aloof attitude and smoldering good looks, Orion Seth looks like he waltzed right out of a Victorian Gothic novel, either as a dashing young hero or the vampire haunting his castle. Layla and I had a few classes of Orion last year. It didn't take long for us or anyone else to take a notice of him. That Orion dude is a super pale and super duper mysterious, Layla told me. Yeah, he's top of the class and hella hot in a broody? Lord Brian way? But he talks to even fewer people than you do, Michiko. No offense, of course. I bet he's hiding a deep, dark secret. Maybe even a tragically bloody backstory. You know what all that means, right? When I suggested we break out the garlic, Layla flashed me her biggest grin, the one she saves for her biggest, craziest ideas. If this guy is a modern-day Dracula, preferably the non-sparkly kind, we absolutely have to get him into a cult club. Orion, however, wanted nothing to do with us, or any other clubs. Everyone from the basketball team to the drama club tried, and failed to recruit him. No matter who was asking, Orion's answer was always the same. A cold, curt no. Even when we were in the same classes, I never heard him say anything besides no, over and over again. Well, that's not completely true. One time our English teacher paired us up for a Shakespeare skit project. I don't think I've ever gotten more glares from the other girls, as well as some of the guys. I wasn't too thrilled either. Top student or not, Orion disappeared most of the time when I was working. So I had to make all of the props and costumes myself. The day before we were supposed to present, I was sweating bullets, convinced I'd have to get in front of the class and mumble through the entire skit alone. But just before our turn, Orion finally showed up, and proceeded to blow everyone away with an award-worthy performance of the gravedigger scene from Hamlet. I still get chills thinking about him standing there, skull in hand and fire in his eyes. Even me stammering through Or Horatio's lines didn't keep us from getting a standing ovation. So I plucked up my courage and approached Oren after class. It was the first time I'd ever gone up to a guy on my own. After several stuttering false starts, I finally asked him to join the occult club. Like every time before and since, he just said no. In the past, Oren never had any interest in clubs, but if he's at the club fair now, does that mean he wants to join one this year? The other clubs must be thinking the same thing. As Oren stalks through the gym, he's followed by a long line of students vying for his attention. Every time someone asks him to come by their club, though, he just walks faster. These rubber bands are not helping me open my mouth to talk and mouth these words. I hate it. He must be looking for something in particular. My heart beats faster as I realize Oren is heading in this direction. More now than ever, I need to be noticed. Though my fingers are trembling even worse than before, I carry on with the ritual. Become my heart and fill it with your dark power. Oren is only a few yards away now. I have to hurry for the grand finale. Or final. I don't know how to read that word. And become my soul, which I now offer up to you in sacrifice. In my rush to grab the last candle, I accidentally bump into the table. Oh, that's great. That's great. We're causing a fire hazard right now. My trifle topples over, knocking down my entire display. You can hear a pin drop in the silence that follows, or in this case, most of my food and props. Well, I'm definitely going to be noticed now. Face on fire, I scramble to clean up the mess. I'm so flustered that I don't realize I'm blocking the walkway. It takes me a few seconds to even notice someone standing behind me. Hi? Oh, sorry. I drop everything and scoot away. Then, thinking better of it, I rush back to shove my stuff out of the way. Behind Orion, I can hear people whispering. What is that girl doing? Talk about awkward. Did she spill brains on the floor? What kind of creepy club is that? My poor zombie brain cupcakes. Oh god, it's the occult club. This school seriously has an occult club? No joke, I heard they're witches that worship the devil. And one of them got kicked out of school for cursing another student. What? That's not true. Layla didn't get kicked out. You have got to be kidding me. Ugh, I knew I should have gone to private school. But we're not like that at all. As the murmurs grow louder and more judgmental, I struggle for something to say. As always, the right words just won't come. In the end, I just keep my head down. That, at least, I know how to do. It seems like Oren is the only other person who hasn't said anything. Quiet as ever. He bends down and picks up a prop I'd missed. Yorick. Huh? He's holding a skull I had in my display. Not the same one we used for our Hamlet skit, but I'm surprised he remembers at all. Oh, as I fumble for words, Orion walks over and places the skull on the table. When he glances at my runes display, a strange expression flickers through his eyes. I take a deep breath. This is probably the only chance I'll get, so I have to try. Would you like to join the occult club? We had a lot of fun last year. I think we'll have a lot of fun this year too, if more people can join. So please consider it. I feel bad for me. Like, this is embarrassing. At least he kind of like resisted a little right here. No. Well, it's not like I was expecting anything different. By now, people are starting to snicker. Did she seriously ask Ori and Seth to join a cult club? Talk about delusional. As if the coolest guy in school would want to do anything to do that. Wait, would want anything to do that. Wait, what? As if the coolest guy in school would want anything to do with that creepy club, I guess. Again, that strange expression passes through Orion's eyes. Huh? Huh? Oh. To my surprise, Orion picks up one of my zombie brain cupcakes. I can't help but cringe when I see how ugly it looks. That poor cupcake must have been knocked over when my display fell. Frosting on top, which is supposed to look like an open brain, has been smeared beyond recognition. And the cake itself is now squashed and misshapen. I even see part of a broken eyeball cake pop stuck to the side. What a horrible mess. Most people would just throw that cupcake in the trash, but Oren is not most people. Even though the cupcake is ruined and ugly, he still holds it very delicately. In the careful way he arranges his fingers on the wrapper, you'd think he was handling a precious jewel. What's Orion doing? Is he going to throw that away? Ew, gross! He's definitely going to throw it away. He eats it? The whispers die out when Oren takes a bite of the cupcake. Huh? What? Oren chews quietly and then swallows. Dude, that was on the floor! 5-second rule was already gone. Takes another bite, then swallows again. Alright, bro, if you want to get germs on in your DNA or whatever. Though his stoic expression never changes, he soon finishes the entire cupcake. You're so beautiful. He would totally be the guy I would go for. As he swallows his last bite, Orion finally looks up at me. I freeze, heartbeat quickening when our eyes meet. It's good. Oh, he says something totally different besides no. He stalks off before I can stutter out a reply, and I don't dare to chase after him. Even with cupcake crumbs on his lips, he looks as intimidating as ever. One by one, all eyes turn from Orion to me. Hey, can I try one of those cupcakes? Yeah, I'm gonna shove it straight on your face, cause... Those lollipop things don't actually look too bad either. Even the ones that fell on the floor are pretty tasty. Why are you guys eating off the floor? Even though it's late and he can't possibly hear me, I whisper a grateful thanks to Orion's Seth. In no time at all, the food at my booth is gone. Unfortunately, my club sign-up sheet is just as empty as the plates. I was so happy that people liked my food that I let them even if they weren't interested in my club. And now that I've run out of food, no one is interested at all. Maybe I should try doing my ritual again. Though I wonder if that's actually driving away more people than it's attracting. Well, given how long I spent practicing, it's worth a shot. I'm like, my back's hurting as I'm leaning up to this. Because I don't know, I don't know how close the range is, so it's up to my face. As I'm busy sketching another pentagram, a shadow falls over me. Is that you? Me petite... Frolian? What? Frolian? Huh? Who are you? A guy with dazzling golden eyes. Is he in this school? What is this school? A guy with dazzling golden eyes and an even brighter smile is beaming down at me. His long silvery hair shimmers in the light as he extends a hand towards me. With his elegant airs and effortless grace, he'd easily pass for a fairy tale prince, maybe even a heavenly angel. Feeling like a moth staring into a flame, I let him help me to my feet. Ah, yes, it's you, my darling amour. Does he know me? But I have no idea who he is. And someone this striking would be hard to forget. The guy draws my hand closer. I reflexively jerk back. That breaks any spell that he's had over me. Sorry, but maybe you have the wrong person. I'm, not sure if we've ever met. See, I have seen your face many times before. That is, in my dreams. Oh, blurred. I really do think you have the wrong person. As I start to back away, he dramatically throws out his hand. Excuse me, moi. I was taken by your charms that I forgot my manners. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ignace Van Hexenbergen de Essel de Orbs? Your name is a mouthful, sir. I'm a second-year transfer student. Ignace Van Hex? Do you have another name I can use? He shoots me another smile that shows all of his perfect white teeth. Please call me Ace. Oh, I can't take anyone with the name Ace for seriously, because Tyler's dog is named Ace. So it's the same thing with Arya. Whenever I hear Ace and Arya, I automatically think of our doggies. I don't think of a human, and that's bad. All my friends do. Friends, but we're not. I don't. And may I have the pleasure of knowing your name, my cute coconut? Cochonet? I don't know. This is a foreign language to me now. I'm Michiko. I freeze as Ace brings my hand to his lips. Michiko. A beautiful name for a beautiful bloom. Just who is this guy? He's awfully forward for someone who only learned my name 2 seconds ago. On the other hand, he is the first person to come over without making a beeline for the food. Maybe I'm just desperate, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Nice to meet you, Ace. Would you, like to hear about a cult club? My ears yearn to be caressed by your sweet voice. I don't know that word. Okay. Then could you let go of me first? Finally extracting my hand from Ace's, I dig out my handwritten note cards. At least all the time I spent preparing this pitch won't go to waste. The cult club was, started by me and Layla Blair last year. We wanted a club where you could do things like, telling scary campfire stories, or watching horror movies and sharing cool creepypastas. I don't read creepypastas, because I'm not into horror. Even researching Wiccan rituals and paranormal sightings. As I start talking about my favorite things, I can feel my words flowing more naturally. Last year, we did all sorts of fun activities. He looks bored. Like volunteering at a local haunted house, going to the midnight launch for the new Silent Hill game, and studying spells for binding Beelzebub into our power. This year, well, I'm not completely sure what we'll be doing this year. So if you're interested in any of those things or have ideas of your own, please feel free to. I trail off as I see Ace's face. All his flirty charm has evaporated, leaving his expression much darker than before. Yeah, he looks really angry. It looks as if he's bitten into a sour apple and found half a worm. Maybe I should have left out the part about Beelzebub. Is that an anime? Noticing my stare, Ace clears his throat. His smile returns so quickly that I wonder if I'd only imagined it leaving. Molto fascinant? This is a cult club. Something you have started with your friend Lala. Yeah? Layla, actually, but yes. I very much admire a cute Cocoa Puff, I'm gonna say, with so much initiative. Oh, thank you? These cards are they yours? He points at the tarot cards I've been using for booth decorations. I also very much admire a cute whatever who knows the arts of the arcana. Will you do me the honor of divining my fortune, my lovely Michiko? When I hesitate, Ace sweeps the cards off the table. He shuffles them with an expert flourish and offers a stack to me. Perhaps we will discover that our destinies are intertwined. I've never done a tarot reading for anyone besides Layla before, but Ace seems interested in this part of the club, and I don't want to lose a potential recruit. Nodding at last, I accept the cards. I'll do my best. Concentrating on the deck, I draw 10 cards and lay them face down on the table. So the first card should represent you, as in your personality or present state. I flip the card over, revealing a crowned man holding a wooden staff. Royalty, naturalmente. How very fitting for Moy. This is the King of Wands. He symbolizes a leader with a strong vision, someone who never gives up. I don't mention that the card is upside down, which actually alters its meaning. A reverse King of Wands doesn't just mean a strong leader, it also symbolizes someone who is manipulative and ruthless to get what they want. The next card will show your biggest challenge, a problem you need to overcome to be happy. I turn over the second card, which depicts a mysterious woman wearing white robes. So it's the High Priestess. Well, surprise. So a lovely lady stands in my way. Alas, I do not wish to fight such a fair maiden. I guess that's a more literal interpretation, but the High Priestess can also represent your subconscious. Maybe there's a memory or secret you've been hiding, some inner feeling you need to acknowledge to move on. Oh! Is that so? The skeleton in my closet, so to speak. Please do continue. My breath has been sufficiently baited. Feeling uneasy, I turn over 2 more cards. My throat is actually very dry, too. I need more Capri Sun. This next pair of cards represents your past and future, and they are... Looking down, I bite back a gasp. I quickly flip both cards back over before Ace can see them. Are you alright, little lamb? You've become quite pale. Sorry, I think I made a mistake. Maybe we should start over? That at least would be easier than trying to explain both the Devil and Death cards without scaring him away. Ace just smiles knowingly, as if he's already guessed what I'm trying to hide. What a shame, my deepest apologies. Oh no, it's not your fault. I'm still practicing my readings, so I often make mistakes. What? No, I would not apologize for that, but rather for this. Huh? Blinking, I look up and immediately do a double take. While I was busy showing Ace the tarot cards, a small army of male students has taken down the occult club display. My club poster, decorations, and sign-up sheet have been all moved out of sight. Wait, what are you doing? As soon as I bolt up, someone whisked away the chair I was sitting in too. Where do you want us to put the catwalk, Ace? Right here, mon ami. This location should give everyone the best view of our club's event. Will do, Prez. Sorry, but I don't understand. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. What's going on? Maybe there was a misunderstanding. I thought this spot was for my occult club booth. Ignoring me, the boys hauled in a raised platform decked out with blinking lights. My eyes widen as I realize it's one of those big fancy runways used in fashion shows. I don't know what this says. This is not your spot anymore, not after you so graciously granted it to Moy. I didn't actually mean to give you my spot. I was just distracted doing your tarot reading. Which I now realize was probably Ace's plan all along. You tricked? I don't look so surprised, you see. I, too, have had the initiative to start my own club. And as a founder and president, I will spare no expense to ensure that my club receives the best possible reception. You already had a club? Ace snaps his fingers. On cue, the other boys unfurl a banner that is longer than I am tall. One guy even throws confetti. Stepping under the banner, Ace raises his hand to the words above. Behold, revel in the glorious debut of the one and only Handsome Men's Society. He was actually allowed to start a club like that? Mom was right, our school standards are way too lax. As if he's reading my mind, Ace curls his lips. Don't act as if your so-called occult club is any better. All you do is wallow in ugliness. Ugly ghosts, ugly ghouls, ugly witches. What is the point of surrounding yourself with hideous monsters? I have a far nobler goal. The celebration and worship of the most important thing in the world. He strikes a dramatic pose, flipping back his hair so that it shimmers in the light. The confetti guy dutifully tosses a handful of glitter over him. Beliza, beauty. Okay. Yes, my club will bring beauty to those who have none. Starting, of course, by bringing my beautiful self to your drab little school. He really believes all this, doesn't he? I didn't know such narcissistic people actually exist. He smiles, probably mistaking my dumbfounded stare for one of admiration. No need to thank me. It is only right that I share my splendor with the less fortunate. For the deprive of the world of my God-given magnificence would be the worst possible crime. I shake my head, unable to believe what I'm hearing. But if you're a new club, how do you already have so many members? Many more members I know than I could ever hope to find for a occult club. All these men were inspired by my vision, of course. Isn't that right, Miss Amise? The responses from the other guys lukewarm. It's less work than a sports club, or a sports or academic team. I'm just here on a dare for my girlfriend. You said there'd be free pizza at meetings. We are still getting pizza, right? He shoots him back into the shadows. Pay no mind to those insignificant peasants. People with such bland faces are not even worthy of being seen, much less heard. Hey! At any rate, rest assured that your sacrifice is not in vain. The mission of the Handsome Men's Society is paramount to the welfare of the entire student body. Thus, our premier event must be the star attraction of this entire carnival. He indicates the stage and lights his club has just finished setting up. The glitzy display is already attracting many curious students. In just a few minutes, the first annual Handsome Men's Society's Most Handsome Prince Pageant contest will commence in this very spot. We have a truly monumental task ahead of us, that is, deciding who is the most beautiful and talented man in this entire school. So if you excuse me, dear Michiko, while I'm sure it was a pleasure to meet you, all good things must eventually come to an end. With that, Ace steps onto the stage, blowing a kiss to the growing crowd. It's clear that he thinks our conversation is over, but I can't voice the words to continue it. My hands are balling into fists. Even if he thinks his club is the best, that doesn't mean he can kick out my club. I can't let him, not after working so hard to get here. I've already come this far, and Layla cheered me on all the way. I can't disappoint her by giving up. I can't keep disappointing myself. No! No one pays any attention to me. Fist tightening, I say it again. No, please move. The spot belongs to the cult club. Still no one listens. Taking a deep breath, I summon all my nerve and step onto the stage next to Ace, right under the spotlight where I can't be ignored. I have no idea if there's any more to this demo. You're saying here today I don't have a description. I don't know why they would always tell me to write a description because I have none. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next one.